Margaret with Recipe Amateur Investigator. Today we're going to make a Yule log cake, but it's going to be a gingerbread Yule log with a whipped cream marshmallow filling. So let's get started. Let's set your temperature at 350. You're going to get a pan at 10 by 15, about 1 inch. Go ahead and put parchment paper. I sprayed the bottom so the parchment paper would stick. So in the first bowl over here, let's go over what we got. We're going to separate 3 eggs. We got the egg yolks and then the egg whites. In this bowl with all the flour, I have all my dry ingredients. I got 1 cup of flour, a half a teaspoon of cinnamon, clove, and ginger. I got 1/4 of baking soda, 1 tablespoon, 1.18 of salt in there. And over here with the egg whites, I have 1/4 a cup of sugar. I have 1 tablespoon of melted butter. I have a half a cup of molasses. And we're going to start by doing this now. So in this bowl, we're going to get the 3 egg yolks. We're going to pour the egg yolks in here, and we're going to beat these. We're going to beat these for about 3 minutes until they get thick. So we're going to let those beat. In here, we're going to also add in the molasses, and we're going to add in the butter. You want to come closer? So see how the eggs, and we're going to do these a little fast. We're going to get these pretty thick. See how they're starting to get thick? We're going to put the butter in, the melted butter in here. Put the butter in. Then we're also going to put the molasses. I'm going to stop this for a second because I don't want this to pour all over me. I'm going to put in the molasses. Can't be a gingerbread cake unless you put molasses in and all those spices. So let's put this all in. So sticky. Molasses is very sticky to me. Okay, so we got that in, and we're going to let this beat now. And while this is beating, we're going to do the egg whites. So over here, you're going to have to come a little closer over here so you can see exactly what I'm doing. You're going to put the egg whites in here. That's 3 egg whites. I'm going to raise it up. Whoops. So I'm going to raise it down and put this bowl back in here. And this is going to make the peak. We're going to do a peak, so we have to let that go. I'm going to turn this one off now, so that's good. So we're going to work on the egg whites. So while this is going, we're going to put in, this is the sugar that we went in, but you have to put in 1 tablespoon at a time. This is a half a tablespoon. Let it go. And in here, I don't know if you can see it starting to get a little, we're trying to get a peak because we're going to fold this in. Make sure it mixes up. Put it a little bit higher. There it goes. Put it some more. Keep going. And then I'm going to put the rest of it in. We have to wait for this to go to make that peak because we're going to fold that into that mixture over there. So I'm going to put a little pause on here until it gets that peak, and we'll come right back. So I got the meringue ready. Give me 1 moment. I'm going to show you what it looks like. So this is what you want it to look like this, like makes peaks. So now what we're going to do is come back over here to the first bowl. If you don't have two mixing bowls, it's okay. Just clean one bowl, clean up, I guess hopefully you have two mixing bowls. But if you don't, just pour it in, then we'll pour it back in, and make sure you have a clean beater. So let me unplug this one. And I need that. I'm going to move this all the way up. Okay. So come over here now. So what we're going to do is we're going to be folding this in there into the wet ingredients. So we're just going to get this, pour all this in. And get all of it. Because this makes it, the cake so fluffy, like it's going to spring back on us. Okay. And we're just going to fold this in. Just fold it. And while this is folding in too, now we're going to fold in the dry ingredients. Open this up. Aren't these cute little bowls from Temptation? Let me whip this up. Make sure it's all mixed together. And then we're just going to put partial in, half at a time. And then whip it in. And then we're going to put the rest of it in. And get all this in and fold it. Folding. See how it's starting to mix in there? Okay. Ooh, it does smells like a gingerbread. I have a cute video, guys, if you want to watch one of my videos, how to make gingerbread cookies. Okay, so it looks mixed to me now. So the next thing we're going to do is going to pour it into this pan right over here. We're going to let it bake for like 7 till 12 minutes. Just keep an eye on it because you don't want to overcook it. You want it to be, when you touch it, it needs to spring. So give me one moment. I just want to make sure I get the bottom. Yeah, okay. This glass bowl is so heavy. Okay, and you're just going to pour it in here. Get all of this. Just a little bit more. They need to make something to hold the bowl for you. It's so heavy. And that stupid fly. Okay. Okay, this is going to have to do. Okay. Then you're just going to put it in here. And then you're just going to spread it. You're just going to spread it. And then we're just going to put it in the oven after I spread it. Okay. And we'll be right back after I'm going to put this in the oven. See you in a little, guys. So now it's in the oven baking the spring roll, the cake itself. We're going to make the filling and have it ready while that's going to take it out, and I'll show what we're going to do next with that. So for the filling, it's 1.5 cup of heavy cream. That's 1 cup. Let me put another 1/2 cup in here of heavy cream. Okay. Also with the heavy cream, we're going to be adding some sugar, which is that confectionate sugar, that powdered sugar. And that's going to be 1/3. Keep it out because you're going to be needing more. We're going to put that in here. We're going to put in 1 teaspoon of cloves. We're also going to put in 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And you can add additional, if you want to, you can add more cinnamon. Okay, so we got that, and let's mix this up. Now this is the recipe with this, I'll give you the recipe, but what I'm gonna do is add in marshmallows. You wanna come and look? We're gonna stir in marshmallows once that gets thicker. Now this takes time, that's what I'm saying. You're going to be adding in more powdered sugar as you go to make it thicker. Just keep an eye on it and just add some in. Let this go a little faster. You can see it's starting to get a little thick, but not thick enough. So that's what I'm saying. Add the powdered sugar as you go to make it a little bit thicker. Let it go. Now this is going to take just a little time. Once it is done, I'm going to put a half a jar of the marshmallow cream in here and then fold it in, and then I'm going to stick it in the refrigerator to get a little thicker. I just think it's just too much heavy cream, but again, I could be wrong. So I'm going to add a little bit more powdered sugar. You might come look. Now see, it's getting a little thicker. We're just going to keep adding. Because this is the filling. We want it to be thick. We don't want it to be runny. So let me beat this for just a few seconds. Once it's finished, I'll show you what I'll do when I fold in the marshmallow. Be right back. So come and look now. You see it's nice and thick. So I'm going to turn it off to show you. See, it has a nice little peak in it. See the peak? Okay. So I'm just going to push this to the side, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. This is something different. You can leave it just like that, but I wanted something a little bit different. I wanted to add some marshmallow because it's a holiday. So what I'm going to do now is add in. I'm going to add in the marshmallows. Put this in, get it all out, and we're just going to whip this in here, fold it in the marshmallows. Whoops, my cake is done. And then I'm going to stick this in the refrigerator. I'm going to take the cake out, let it cool for like 3 minutes, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do next. Be right back. So after you let it sit for like 3 to 5 minutes out, you're going to get a clean dish rag. You see how I put powdered sugar everywhere? When you come close so they can see the powdered sugar. I put powdered sugar all over this. So the next we're going to do is, hopefully this works. That's why I put an apron on. I'm going to put this down like that. I'm going to lift the pan up. Yes. It's nice and hot. Let me put this over here a little bit. And then very carefully, we're going to take this off. Very carefully. We have to peel this back. What I'm trying to do is just lift this up and place this. This is the tricky part, guys. This is the tricky part. Okay, so we're just going to pull this back. Slowly but gently. Oh my gosh. Yay, that's done. Then you're going to get your roll, your towel, and we're going to roll it. So I'm going to roll it from here. So I'm going to get my towel. Make sure there's powdered sugar on here. And the reason I put it here to make sure, so when I roll this, there's powdered sugar all over this. Because when you unroll it, we want to make sure that it doesn't stick as well. So, and then we're just going to tightly roll this now. Roll it. Let it roll. Let it roll. Okay. With seam down, you're gonna get a oh, what do they call? Let me go get it. The thing you put your cookies on. One of these, cookie rack. You're gonna put it on the cookie rack, seam down, and let it cool. Completely cool. Then we're going to unroll it, put the filling in, and then we have to chill it, and then you have a great dessert for the holidays. Be right back. So we're going to remove the cookie sheet pan or whatever this thing is. I'm going to remove the rack, and this is another toughy thing, so I'm hoping this comes out. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. So now we're going to gently unroll this. Gently unroll it. Gently. Matzi mia. See, but that's okay. That's okay. This one's going to be mine for the holidays I'm saving. I already made one. I'll show you later. So that's the problem with these. It's a hit and miss with these. And my hair. Disgusting. But it's not on there. Like I said, this one's mine. I'll figure this out. I'll figure out what I'm going to do. I'll try to save it. So just to give you the ideals, and then I'll show you another one. So I got this cream. This is just too much. I'm just going to let you know. So I'm just going to put this in here. Maybe we'll save it this way. Put some in. And then we're just going to let this go in. Oh, how disappointing that is. But can't save them all. Some more over here. And this, so you just get the idea. I'm so disappointed, but hey, I could start all over, but this one's for me, so I don't care. Okay. So then we're just going to go ahead and take our time and roll this one again. Like I said, this one, maybe I let it cool too long. I don't know what I did wrong. Let's see if I can do it this way. Better. And just roll it. Keep rolling it. See what I did over here. I can't roll it no more, guys. See, I broke it. But let me show you. I mean, like I said, I'm just going to save this for me. But let me show you the one I did. And I'll fix that one in a little bit. But this is the one I made for the holidays. So this one came out really good. This is the one I did for the holidays, and I put my little gingerbread man on there. See, this one looks good, I think. So, this is going to be for when I go to wherever I go or for my home, and that one, I'm going to try to do something. I'll save it, try to figure out a way to save it. Well, I want to thank you for coming into my kitchen and watching me play around, as always, in here. Happy holidays to you and your loved ones. And I hope yours turn out better than mine. But bye, guys. Thank you for coming to Norwegian. Look, I'm down to tell you where I work. Thank you for coming into my kitchen here on my YouTube channel, as well on Facebook and Instagram at Recipe Amateur Investigator. Bye, guys.